Alright, so welcome back to next part where we are going to learn about the next input, which is Gizmo. So we have this setup from last Geo setup, GeoNode video, and let's actually do 0.1 here. Yeah, this looks good, and maybe okay, great. So this looks good, and actually let me add a random. Yeah, so that looks much better. Okay, great. Okay, so now when I will use Gizmo, first let's start from dual Gizmo, and let's actually understand what is this. So gizmos are basically, as you know, we can use this X, this Z, and this Y, X, Y, Z values here. Rather than using it from your viewport, we are using it from this node called as Gizmo. So all of this Gizmo nodes actually works same. So you just have to decide what you want to use. But I'll tell you the basic difference. If you use linear, it will only give you control of position and direction, which is basically like this. So this is your position, and as you can see the position in the can you see this is your position. As you can see, it shows the direction of X, Y, and Z. This is your position, and direction means where it is directing, like if it is directly in here X, Y, or on the Z. Okay, that is your direction. But in the dial Gizmo, it gives you additional controls like screen space or radius, which is going to determine some extra values. But it does the same job with linear Gizmo and transform Gizmo as well. For this example, let's take only dial Gizmo because all the things are same and it's just going to work differently. And in order to do that, it's very simple actually. Let me actually separate, combine. Okay, great. So I need to differentiate this vector value, and the only reason I wanted to differentiate so we can use this value as here, and for that I need to do this. Let me do this. Let me close this here. Okay, and let me just do that. And as you can see, as soon as you do that, something happened here in our this direction. So it does the same thing because we added the group input, like we took this scale value outside of your group. So that's why it is showing you like that. Let me do 0.1. Okay, great. And the way you use it is very simple actually. You add this in the X. So if can you do that? No, it does not. Okay, now it will do it. Correct. So what is basically happening right now is, number one, it is modifying the properties, but it is not transforming it because we haven't connected this. So let me actually do that. Okay, so let me actually do this. So as you know, we connected our X, but let's actually connect this to a dual Gizmo. Okay, now you can see. So what it is doing is it is letting us control the scale with help of this Gizmo node which we added, and the way we do it is with help of this. And why this is helpful? Because let's just say if you want to create animation where you need to see the controls, where you can just modify with help of control. and that way you can just use this node. And this is actually helpful because you can see it is kind of controlling the value with help of this gizmo right here. And we can also change the gizmo type. Let's just say a box. You can see I can modify the box, control the with arrow. We can even change the color of it with help of this first drop down. You can see I like to keep it at primary. So yeah, that's how this works. Obviously, you can either connect this to dial gizmo as well. It does the same thing. There's literally no difference. It is just that, it is a little bit different and it works differently. Yeah, it works differently. That's why it shows like that. But yeah, you don't have to worry. You can either use one of these. I try to use either transform or the first one, this one, linear one. Yeah. Again, I don't think you're using this that much because mostly we don't need to use this. That is the point, because we are going to modify things with our with our viewport. But this will be useful in some cases, specifically, as I said, in some animation where you want to showcase the gizmo specifically, and you can even change the direction. This is actually very helpful. So you can modify, and for now you can currently see it is only getting modified on one axis, which is X, which I connected here. But you can disconnect this and add a Y value, and then you can take this, you can modify the Y as well. Let me just do that. Yeah, you can see Y value is getting changed. You can do it on Z. Let me disconnect this. Let me do that. It is going to Z direction. So yeah, that's how you use the gizmo. The use case is, as I said, it's very simple. If you want some representation where you need to do some sort of animation showreel, if you want to create animation showreel where you want to showcase a particular operation, then you can use this. I don't use this because I directly do my operations where I can just modify the geometry directly. So yeah, that's why this is useful. Find a way to use it in your workflow for your showreel and for your showcasing work. I don't think you can use this anywhere else. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video and subscribe to channel so you don't miss the next part.